Hey there, YouTube. This is Austin with Wrecked to Death Disc Golf. I'm on my way to the City Mobile Championships. I'm in Pool C, so I'm going to be playing Cottage Hill this morning, starting on hole 7. I'm going to be playing Cottage Hill this morning, Municipal this afternoon, and Admiral tomorrow. Hopefully, supposedly there is a tropical depression or a tropical storm or something coming through at some point this weekend. So hopefully it'll hold off long enough for us to get all 3 of these rounds in, or at least be light enough. But I brought my rain gear. I brought a couple changes of clothes. So hopefully I'll be good. I'm actually playing intermediate for this tournament for 2 reasons. The first one is there were no more rec spaces available when I signed up, so I was kind of forced to. But also the playing as much as I have out of the sticks, and then the last couple times I played against Frosty, I felt really good about my game. So I'm pretty comfortable stepping up to intermediate. I'm not going to lose out on anything. The only thing I'm going to gain is experience playing against better competition. So that's the way I'm going to look at it. Either way, I'm going to have fun. So I'm pretty excited about this tournament. It's the first time I've been able to play the City Mobile Championship, because normally it's during baseball season, and we play on Saturdays a lot during baseball season. So the coronavirus caused the tournament to be rescheduled, and also caused the rest of our baseball season to be canceled. So I wanted to take advantage, even though there are no rec spots, I wanted to take advantage of the opportunity to play. Be my first A-tier event. Pretty excited about that. Just all around really excited this morning. Looking forward to seeing how I stack up against the competition in intermediate. I'll get back with y'all, I guess, in between rounds on my way over to Municipal. My wife made me a cool new shirt. It's got the Wrecked to Death logo small in the pocket area, and then the broken basket on the back really big. So super excited to play my first A-tier, play City Mobile for the first time, and rock some new gear that my wife was kind enough to make for me. So all around, it's going to be a good day. Maybe it may get a little wet, but that's okay. So see y'all at lunch. All right, checking back in. After the first round, I was +9 at Cottage Hill. I was hitting my lines, but upshots and putts just weren't great. So we'll see what happens in the second round. I'll check back. This big old hoss was sitting in the middle of 16's fairway. Looked like he was digging himself a hole, or maybe it was a female laying eggs. I don't know, but I wanted to take a picture with a disc next to it to show y'all how big he was. All right, so finished the second round at Municipal, +6. So that puts me at +15 so far for the tournament. I think I'm 24th out of 34. So, for my first intermediate tournament that I did intermediate on purpose anyway, pretty happy with that. And I tend to throw pretty well at the Admiral from the white tees. At that last tournament at the Admiral, that was rec played from the reds on the first
round and whites from the second round. I didn't throw very well from the reds, but I think I had, I don't know, plus it was a positive score in the single digits. I remember that. But so I'm pretty happy so far, and pretty hopeful about this round tomorrow at the Admiral. So we'll see. I'll check back in probably tomorrow morning on the way. On the way in, got a 35-minute drive in. So when I get tired of listening to music or listening to my books on tape, I'll probably check in a little bit. But I'm thinking tomorrow, because there were probably 6 discs in my bag that I didn't throw at all, just because I wasn't confident in how they were going to throw or how they were going to fly in the wind. So I don't know. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad, so I may go really light tomorrow.
All right. It's Sunday morning. I'm heading back into Mobile for the 3rd round, the City Mobile Championship. The rain's pretty steady, but it's not very heavy. It's just kind of a constant drizzle. But I think, I don't know if we're getting the bands coming through yet. But I'm sure it'll pick up and be a good bit heavier when those bands come through. So what I decided to do, I took out a bunch of discs. I think I've got like 14 in the bag right now, including my putting putters. I took out my backups and then anything that I don't throw very often that I thought would get really slick if it was wet. So I have a Star Rock that flies about the same as my DX Rock, and it's just a backup, and then that Star Plastic, I'm just not sure about it in the rain, so I took it out. So I left all my baseline stuff, and then a couple of my fairway drivers that I kind of consider to be essential. So Philip Tate made a post last night on Facebook saying that if the weather looked like it was going to be really bad, they'd go ahead and cancel and just use the scores from the first 2 rounds to score the entire tournament. So I checked Facebook before I left the house. They still hadn't canceled, so I'm just kind of checking Facebook every time I come to a red light. I commented on the post, so I should get a notification when they post something else, unless they do an entirely new post in the Facebook group, which I didn't think about until just now. So the next time I stop, I'll have to look at that Facebook group too. But I brought my Frog Togs. I brought a pair of waterproof boots. So if we play, I'm ready to go. But hopefully this rain will hold off long enough where we can get this 3rd round in. Because like I said last night, I guess this is just like I said a minute and a half ago in the video. I'm feeling pretty confident about it. So I'm hoping they don't cancel it, but who knows? See when we get out there, I guess. I'm getting pretty close. So it was super wet at the Admiral. It was pouring down rain when we started. I started on hole 7, lost my putter in the water immediately. which was a putter that I put in specifically for this tournament for the grit because I knew it was going to be wet, and then I lost it on the first hole. But anyway, so most of the guys there just kind of embraced the wetness. They just took off all their rain gear and were just soaking wet the whole time. I wore my frog togs, so when it got a little warm, I went back to the truck during one of the backups and put the pants up, and then just wore the jacket kind of on and off as the bands came through. I also found out that my extra rain jacket fits my trooper bag really well, as like a rain fly, where I just kind of put it around and zip it up where the straps are, and then I can just kind of lift the bottom of the jacket up, access my discs, and pull it back down. It worked really well. So only one of my rounds was lower than my player rating, so I'm pretty happy with that. Like I said, Cottage Hill was just upshots and putting killed me to get that +9.
All right, so all in all, I had a fantastic time playing City Mobile. Like I said, it's the first time I've gotten to play it, because normally it overlaps with baseball season, and we play on Saturdays a lot. So, but I was able to this year because everything got rescheduled, and I'm really glad that I took advantage of it. It was a really neat format to play 3 different courses at 3 different locations around the city, so just really happy that I got to take advantage of that. So I guess just kind of wanted to leave you all with my biggest takeaway, and it was from the Sunday round. So if you are going to have to play a competitive round in the rain, my suggestion is to take out all of your high-speed drivers out of your bag. Don't even tempt yourself with leaving them in the bag. Maybe if you have a baseline plastic driver for like tomahawks and stuff, maybe leave that one in. But I just wouldn't get out there and try to rip on premium plastic if you're not used to it. Now, if you've done it before and you know you can do it, you have a system, then more power to you. But I think what saved my round and what made me move up was six spots on the last day, was the fact that I went with my baseline rocks, my DX rocks, and then one older beat up KC Pro rock. The rim was deep enough to get a good grip on it, and the plastic was gummy enough and grippy enough where as long as I ran a towel over it, even a wet towel, just ran it over it, did my hands a little bit, I was able to get a good grip and hit my lines, hit the fairways, and just play kind of what I tend to call pawpaw golf, which is just throw it smooth, throw it straight, land in the fairway, stay out of trouble. So that's my biggest takeaway, and that's my advice to you if you ever have to play a competitive round in the rain. Baseline, mid-ranges with deep rims. All right, so I've been trying to come up with a good tagline or slogan or whatever you want to call it for the channel, and I think I've decided on one. I'm going to go with "See the line and get after it," and it's inspired by Coach Frosty. When we coach baseball together, the last thing he says to the team every game before we take the field is "See the ball and get after it." And so what that basically means is, when it's game time, it's not time to think. It's definitely not time to overthink, right? You have to trust that your preparation, your practice, your training has been sufficient to that point, and all you have to do at that point is keep your eyes open, stay focused, and give it everything you got. So I think that's how I'm going to sign off of these videos. It's what I tell myself before I start a round. So If you like this video, like and subscribe. Tell your friends about it. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you like, what you didn't like, what you think I need to change, all that good stuff. I'm always open for constructive criticism. So see the line and get after it.